WWE Hall of Fame. Acknowledge me. Now, I'll admit, this is a ridiculous spot to be in. I'm supposed to cut a promo about the greatest promo in the history of this business. For the first time in his life, he's coming out here only to talk about himself. How did I land this gig? This is bullshit. I almost said no. But I love my wife. So there's just no way I could say no.
It sounds but I was like, tell me that I love my wife.
So I'm sitting there, I'm like, what do I say? What can I cover? The wise man's gonna come out here, he's gonna break into his history, and then all of a sudden he's gonna transition perfectly to the future and start promoting. So I figured the only way to do this is to share my perspective of the wise man. You see, the wise man taught me that every week is an audition to be invited back to the next week. He taught me that no matter how great I become, there's still lessons to be learned from anyone. And if you're not learning, you're not growing. The wise man taught me that no matter what happens, as long as our children are healthy, we're blessed men.
Be better, Billy.
But the wisest piece of advice came from Paul on a rental car shuttle at 5 in the morning on a Wednesday. And I was shithoused. I was blackout drunk. It was a good loop. We had a good loop, y'all. And back then we celebrated all the time. But I knew it had to be good advice because I remembered all of it. He told me, I told him that if I was on his side, there would be nothing that I couldn't do in this business. And then he chuckled, and he laughed at me, and he politely rejected my offer. And then he told me, Joe, you don't need me. You don't need anyone. The only thing you need is to do it yourself, to believe in yourself. He said the moment that you start doing that, you'll need for nothing. You'll have the world in the palm of your hand. And those are the words that I needed to hear at that time. And that's what he does. He always says the words that you need to hear. To me, to you, to our entire fan base, he knows what to say, how to say it, when to say it. And that's why he's the greatest communicator of all time. Plain and simple, the tribal chief doesn't happen if I'm not with the wise man. And I can tell you this much. The moment I'm not with the wise man is the moment you won't see the tribal chief anymore. I don't care how his character is presented. He's a good man. No, he's a great man. No, he's a mensch. And I get it. It's pretty easy to judge his book by a cover. But no matter how you judge it, you should take the time to read it. Because you'll never experience a story quite like it. So with that, please join me and acknowledge the newest member of the WWE Hall of Fame, class of 2024, my wise man, Paul Heyman.